Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Fadlur Rahman Pernatemergo with NPM 2231605 with class TK22B. In this video, I will about SDLC. Choosing the right system development life cycle (SDLC) method for an embedded system development project requires an in-depth understanding of the NWEC characteristic of embedded system. The challenge faced on how SDLC methodology and address those specific needs. The following in explanation of choosing the right system development life cycle SDLC method for an embedded system development project. Introducing to SDLC and embedded system. SDLC is a framework that defines the stage that must be passed to develop software or system from start to finish. This method includes several stages such as requirement analysis, design, implementation, testing, and maintenance. Embedded systems, on the other hand, are systems that are integrated with specific hardware and are often used in IoT devices, industrial automatic systems, medical devices, and other. Embedded systems have specific characteristics such as resource limitation, real-time needs, and close integration between hardware and software. Therefore, choosing the right SDLC method is crucial to ensure the success of the embedded system development project. Traditional SDLC methodology. Waterfall. Waterfall is a traditional sequential SDLC method where each passage must be completed before the next passage begins. Waterfall advantage. 1. A clear structure and well-defined stage, allowing the team to understand what to do at each stage. 2. Detailed documentation in each stage, which facilitates maintenance on knowledge transfer. Waterfall weakness. Inflexible to change that or during development. So if there is a change in requirement, it will be difficult to adjust. 2. Less suitable for projects that require iteration and customization based on the user feedback due to the linear approach. Agile method. Agile method is an iterative and incremental method, using flexible and collaboration between teams. Agile advantage. 1. The ability to adapt to changing needs during development, allowing teams to adjust priorities and features according to the latest feedback. 2. Iteration that enable continuous testing and feedback, ensuring that the product is always in a usable state and meets user needs. Agile weakness. 1. Requires a highly skilled team and good communication due to its dynamic and fast-paced method. 2. Documentation may lack depth compared to traditional method, which can be a challenge for long-term maintenance. Rapid Application Development (RAD) methodology. RAD enhances rapid development through prototypes and frequent user feedback. RAD advantage rapid and interactive development process, enabling products to be launched faster to market. 2. Focus on developing prototype that can be tested and refined, enabling early detection and rectification of issues. RAD weakness may be less suitable for projects with large scale and complex requirements due to the rapid and interactive approach. 2. Request an intensive time commitment for the end user, which may be difficult to obtain if the user has time constraints. V-Models methodology. The V model is variant of waterfall. The ambitious verification and validation at every stage of development. V-model advantage a high organization structure with a focus on testing and validation, ensuring high quality at the every stage of development. Each stage has a corresponding testing passage, ensuring that every aspect of the system is thoroughly tested before moving on the next stage. V-model witness is flexible to change during development. Each stage must be fully completed before moving on the next. Restricts documentation and process, which can be a burden for smaller teams or projects with high change needs. Choosing the right methodology. Factors to consider in selecting the right SDLC methodology for an embedded system development project include: project completing highly complex project might be better fit for highly structured methods such as the model of waterfall, which provide a clear and detailed framework. User involvement. If feedback critical, a GLI of RLD may be a better fit. This method allows for frequent interaction and adjustment based on user feedback. Changing needs. Projects that are like to experience my changes in requirements are better suited for agile methodologies, which are designing to adapt to change needs occur during development. Resource limitation. Methodologies such as waterfall might be more suitable for research constrained teams that require details, documentation, and a clear structure. Case studies and practical example. To provide a deeper understanding, provide a real-life example of the embedded system project and the SDLC methodology used. For example, the development of an IoT device with the Agile methodology to enable rapid iteration, and concerning testing, discuss or how to choose method that help it in dealing with specific challenge in the project, such as the need to efficiently integrate hardware and software and ensure that the system can function reliably under various operational conditions. Conclusion. In conclusion, summary all the main points that have been discussed, and hence the importance of change in SDLC methodology that suit the specific needs of the project and the characteristics of the embedded system. Encourage the audience to consider all relevant factors before deciding on the SDLC methodology to use. The right choice will help and the embedded system development project can be completed successfully on schedule, on budget, and meeting all stable function and non-functional requirements. This is enough. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.